Isn't it crazy that the more you put something off, the more the passion for that thing, whatever it was, just disappears. And then when it's like, no, I got to push through this, I got to do it anyway. It's like, but the passion's gone. It seems like it's just weird. It becomes more of a chore than an effort. So that's what I'm struggling with. Um, Hi, my name is Jim. I like to say that I am a recovering introvert. I am not the person who's going to grab a selfie stick and record himself and then post it all over the internet. Yet that's pretty much what I'm starting to do is just that. No, that's not the old me. That's I guess currently, or I guess that's not the current me either. Sort of. Yet here I am. So that I think is the future me. So this is practicing for future me. However, I do actually want to start posting. I've done a bunch of babbling videos just for myself, just to delete, getting used to this. But my next step is I need to start uploading and critiquing and getting better. So that's part of what this is, which also is in a response to Charlie Kirk being assassinated just a couple days ago. So the idea of a YouTube channel has been something that I've been struggling with, as probably the right word, on to do this for a couple of years now. Um, and the last several months has been very much more, no, I'm going to do this. Yep. Um, Went out, got me a decent microphone and a selfie stick that I thought I would never own. And started recording some videos. There's been lots of different things it seems like God has been using to push me into, like, this is something I want you to do. And I've been fighting that in the sense of, well, is that really his will or is that my will? Is this like a pride thing? Is this, do you honestly want to help people? What exactly is this? And we'll save that debate for another day. But with Charlie being silenced, no, there needs to be millions of other Charlies to stand up and not be silent. He is what I would like to become, sort of. I will never have his knowledge with current affairs, with this and that, agendas. The guy was awesome, still is. But one of the things that had me thinking about it is somebody was talking not too long ago about the word Christian and not wanting to be associated with the word Christian because it means something different than it used to be. And while I agree, while I can agree, could agree, pedigree, I also want to disagree with and say, no, we take that back. We don't allow fake Christians to remove our title. To be a Christian means you're going to be Christ-like. You're going to be like him. And we need more examples of that. We got plenty of fake Christians that go to church and get their message and go home, and they're not an example of anything different than the world whatsoever. That's certainly not a light. We need a light. Charlie was an example. Charlie was a light. Charlie led the life of a Christian. He led the life of a disciple, an active student, an active teacher. I guess we'll go back a couple hundred years and say he's 1,000 years, and almost say he's a rabbi, right? Because he teaches. He has people that follow and learn. What we're learning from him is what we want to learn about God and of God. That's what a Christian is supposed to be doing. If you call yourself a Christian, you're supposed to be active in loving, active in expressing. So 1 Peter 3, I think, talks about it very well. And I really think this defines Charlie. So 1 Peter 3, verse 15. But in your hearts, honor Christ the Lord as holy, always being prepared to make a defense to anyone who asks you for a reason for the hope that is in you, yet do it with gentleness and respect. I think a longer video would be in order to talk about this even more, the verses that or before that, the verses that are after that, but just a real quick. That's what Charlie did. That's what he was. He was obedient to the word of God. We need more of us to be obedient to the word of God. So I went out for a hike the other day. I've been doing some walk and talks, and I did a video on Charlie. Like, I just got to get this out there. Had some technical difficulties, hit some delays, finally hit the record button. I watched it back. I'm like, Jim, you look depressed. What's wrong? Well, part of that is just I'm new to listening to my voice, to recording the video, but it needs to be done. We need you to do this. We need others to do this, as many people as possible, to help. I don't want to just put this all on Charlie's legacy, but in a way it is. It should be all of ours. If you call yourself a Christian, you should be like Charlie. You should be like Christ. You should be like most people that you read about in the Bible. They're trying to encourage you to go out and share God's truths. That's what I'm going to do. So I'm probably going to post the clips of the video I did out in the woods. Yes, in my opinion, I looked depressed. I wasn't. We'll just put it off as camera shy and losing the passion after a bunch of technical difficulties. Finally got it going. Whatever. We'll get better from here. So we'll see you on the next one. I think for this tripod to be pretty nice, but spent way too much time sitting and thinking and not doing anything. Feels like any passion is gone, any motivation is gone. It's crazy. So this is hike number 4. I'm thinking of actually posting this one. So if that being the case, that's the first video that I'm throwing out there. So you don't know me yet. This is the first that you've seen. That's awfully repetitive. Okay. All right, so hike number 4. And probably the first video I'm posting, we'll see. If not, I can join my collection of deletable videos that have been getting me to this point. I've got a couple of different motivations for this. The hiking is physical health, but I've also been wanting to do YouTube videos for quite a while now, which is so crazy. The idea of me holding a camera is still bizarre. My wife still can't get over the fact that I'm walking through the woods with a selfie stick and a camera, being one of those people that I'd be like, look at that person. That's just weird. I don't get it. Now I want to do it. So yeah, I'll ask for forgiveness and join the crowd, I guess. So today was, I'm not going to stop my normal route. I'm not going to do a walk and talk. I'm a 1.5 miles in, roughly 500 feet up, and just wanted to set up and start recording. Charlie Kirk passed away yesterday, was shot in Utah, and it's just crazy. It's hard to think. One of my first initial thoughts was kind of like, it's very much like Stephen when in the Bible, when he was preaching for his faith, when he was just speaking truth to a crowd who's supposed to know the truth and they don't. They're angry because they don't like what he has to say and they stone him to death. No different than Charlie, right? All he's done for his career that I've seen is preach the truth, spread the truth, debate the truth, try to educate. If you want to stay wrong, that's up to you, but there is actual truth out there that you can find, and Charlie was a light to that truth. One thing that I got from my dad was the idea of, it's okay, you can be wrong if you want to. Just because you're wrong doesn't mean I have to be upset. Just because you don't believe the same way doesn't mean you're right. You certainly don't have to go shooting somebody just because they think differently than you. You want evil, look at that. You want evil, go look at all the people who want to be loved for their lifestyle, and they're celebrating Charlie's death. You want to find evil, look there. Don't hang out there. Don't spend too much time there. Um, unless you're well armored, well prepared to speak the truth, stay with the truth, regardless of what they say, regardless of what they do, like Charlie did. Be prepared to be a light in a really dark place. See what happens. See what God does with that. I bet you it's powerful. I know it'll be powerful. Follow him, seek him, share him. It'll be an amazing journey. My only hope with his passing is that more people would be like the disciples, that after Stephen got stoned, they spread. They spread out of fear, but they spread and preached. They continued on sharing the same truth that Stephen was sharing. I hope that's what comes out of this. I hope there's a lot of people that will be more bold to stand up for the truth, more like Charlie was, people who would be willing to be another Charlie Kirk, but not identical. Be yourself, but get out there and share God's truth.